Hello, it's me again, and I am back with my very first makeup tutorial. This is going to be a tutorial on how to achieve the perfect brow. I get a lot of compliments on my eyebrows, and so I just wanted to share with you guys what I actually do on a daily basis to my eyebrows. So what you're going to need is a MAC 266 brush, which is basically an angle brush. I use MAC's Fluidline in Dipdown. This is one of my favorite colors, and it's like a dark brown paint that I basically use to fill in my brows. And you're gonna also just need a eyebrow brush just to brush out the brows and get them all nice and ready to be filled in. And once they're filled in, then you just want to make sure everything is in place, and so you use this little brush here to make sure everything is set right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and begin the tutorial. So what you want to do is basically you're going to brush your brows, make sure all the stray hairs are in place, and take your angle brush and you just want to get a little bit of the product on the angle brush. Then what I do is I just trace the natural on my natural brow, so that way it looks more natural, and I just fill in any missing spots or any empty spots in the brow. So basically just take a few moments, fill in all the missing sections. And I really like my brows to be thick and full. And I also, I guess, like a more boxy shape. Some people may prefer more of a rounded shape, but I just follow the natural outline of my brows, and they're naturally a square kind of boxy shape, and I just fill them in with the dip down. So you just want to make sure you fill in everything really good, because you don't want any missing spots. And again, you don't want to put too much of the paint or fluid line on the brow. So this is what the finished look actually looks like. Now I'm just going to fill in this side. So before I move on, I'm just going to brush them out, make sure everything's in place. And now I'm brushing the other brow to go ahead and get that one ready to be filled in. So again, just a little bit more product on my actual brush, very little, and just tracing the natural outline of my brow. And this is fun because if your brows are thin, you can actually use this paint to thicken them out and just to give your brows a little bit more definition and shape. I also like my brows to be a little bit longer, so I just extend the tail once I finish filling in everything. So again, you just want to make sure that everything is nice and full, and then I'm just extending the tail here at the end. And this is something I do every single day. I cannot leave the house without making sure my brows are in place. Okay. That is, well, let me just brush them up. My computer's trying to restart, so let me see if I can postpone this. Okay, great. So, that's the finished look of my brow. I like to just, again, fill them in, give them more definition and detail, and extending them at the ends. One other thing that I can do, that I typically do to my brows, is I use a highlight. The highlight that I normally use is Cosmic by MAC. This was a limited edition color. It's like in a nice neutral gold. It goes really nice with my skin tone. And I use the MAC 252 SE flathead brush basically to apply that. But today I was shopping at the beauty supply and I picked up, oh, of course, I picked up a eyeshadow pencil. Now this eyeshadow pencil is by Xpress Liner and Shadow, and this color is called I don't see the color. Oh, Naked Truth. So I want to try this today as opposed to the Cosmic that I typically use. It is in the same gold hue, but I just wanted to try the actual pencil as opposed to a shadow. So this is what that looks like. And then what you want to do is basically, once your brows are complete, filled in, you're just going to do a little highlight underneath your brow bone with the pencil. And I kind of like the pencil because it just gives you a little bit more control over where you fill your color in. Now you don't want to go out with the pencil like this, so you basically want to take the 252 SE MAC flathead brush and drag that color down, so that way you blend it out and it doesn't look too bold or too harsh. And just dab it and pull it down until it's all just blended in. And then what you may need to do as well is, once you blend this color in nicely, just for a nice brow highlight, you may want to just go back over your brow with a little bit more Fluidline, just to fill in anything that may have been covered up by your pencil. So again, I'm just going to take my little angle brush and go back in and touch up anything that was covered when I added the highlight. And then basically you want your brows to be the same, so I'm basically going to just go to the other side and fill in the highlight, or highlight my brow bone with the pencil. And then just taking my flathead brush again, I'm just going to smooth it out. Again, you're just dragging the color down to smooth it out, and so it doesn't look too bold or too harsh. You don't want to walk out looking crazy. And this is the first time I use this pencil. It's pretty cool. I like it, I suppose. I'm just going to also just make sure I fill in anything that may have been covered. back. Okay, and that completes my daily eyebrow ritual on how to achieve the perfect brow. So I hope you guys like this tutorial. I apologize if it was a little lengthy. It was my first one, so as I do more, they will be a lot shorter, to the point. But again, thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thanks for taking time out to watch my videos. Hopefully this tutorial was helpful for you, and I will try and tag all the products that I use below. Also check out my blog, beautyinsiderartistry.blogspot.com. Okay, until next time.